Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah. Hear me. Okay, cool. Cool. I was talking and nobody could hear me. So I'm in Santa Rosa and the internet's a little questionable here. So let me know if it's going in and out. But anyways, I'm only in two plays right now, just WBUY and PAPL. WBUY, I got a pretty good entry around 13 on this initial pop. I've already taken most of my profit, so I'm just riding down 200 shares now. PAPL, this one, the locate fees are outrageous. So I caught it on this pop. I'm the 1 minute now. I like 5 minutes. So I caught it on this little pop at 7, and honestly, I overpaid for locates. I think they were like over $100 for 100 shares. So when I did the math, I was like, man, I got to make over 10% to just get my locate fee back. So long story short, I only entered 100 shares on this, so baby position. But WBUY, had a pretty solid, like, I think 500 shares. So it was about a 5 or 6K positions. Locate fees were very reasonable for this one. So, but yeah, I just woke up, so I don't really know what all is going on. But these are the two plays that popped at 7. So I played these, and I'll be scanning the markets to see what else is going on. But WBUY has played out nicely. I had really good luck with this ticker in general, though. WBUY, every time it pops, it traditionally gives it back pretty quick. At this point, I recognize most of these tickers. You've been trading small caps enough, you notice you see a lot of the same ones popping. So it's bouncing a little bit here on the, I believe this is a 20. Are y'all, and by the way, I'm on one screen, so I'm gonna be slow reading the comments. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, the locate fees are crazy now. But good start because of WBUY. So I took profit a little, probably quick on it. But PAPL, I honestly wish I wouldn't even entered this one. So if it breaks a new high, I'm just going to give out. It's got a decent amount it can give back. So that's kind of why I'm holding on to it, just in case 7:30, 8 o'clock news or something, it loses momentum. But not that high of hopes for this one. And what's the story with this one? I'm not seeing anything. Was this a 4 a.m. pop that just caught momentum, maybe? I don't know. But my attention's on WBUY. If it gets back to VWAP, I'm going to re-enter. But if not, I'm just going to hold these till it fades away. Back to where it started. I'm about to pull up the comments on my phone. See if I can do it that way so I don't have to keep bouncing back. And I forgot my mic when I was traveling, so if it sounds rough, apologies. CJ, PAPL, 150K float, 4 a.m. pop. Ooh. Yeah, I better keep an eye on this one then. 150K float. Yeah, that's too tiny. Y'all know me, I'm not scared of tiny flows. 150? Gee. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I don't like this play, to be honest. As soon as it breaks a new high, I'm out. I got a really good entry, but like I said, I'm in very small because, yeah, I got a $10.20 entry, so pretty solid entry. But again, the locate fees are ridiculous, so. But yeah, I got the comments pulled up on my phone now, so maybe I won't be as delayed. But yeah, let me know if y'all are seeing anything else. As usual, the plan for today is just play these PR pops and see how money rotates, take advantage of it for the previous pops. Been focusing more on that and having a lot more luck with it, because I always want to obviously play the next pop, and I will continue to do that, but paying more attention to the ones that are fading, adding to those positions while the attention's getting pulled from them. So going to really emphasize that today if there's a lot of PRs. But this week hasn't had, I mean, Monday didn't have as many PRs as most Mondays. So let's see what today holds. And I didn't really trade pre-market yesterday. Breaking a new high or breaking a new low on this trend down. So that's what you like to see with WBUI. So I'm going to just keep holding my last 200 shares. Hope some of y'all caught this pop. I'm not set up very well, so y'all are just gonna see everything that I am doing today, because I can't. Let's see. I hate only having one screen. This is brutal. But let me get my setup. But yeah, this is my stock Titan where I just look at the news. I want to see if anything else is coming out. Get it set up in the background. I'm like scared to look away at PAPL. CJ, now that you said it's 150K float. What was WBUI? Oh, what a surprise. Stablecoin adoption. So, but WBUI, I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's, the crypto news didn't really do much with this one. If this gets back to VWAP or probably even $9, I might just take some profit on this one. I don't know. Every now and then I have a weird feeling about a play, and it's still kind of like trending up. So when it gets right here, maybe even in the VWAP area, I might just take profit because it's still somewhat on trend. So, you know, with this 150K float, I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on it, because again, and I'm about to take profit right here. I'm up $160. I got my locate fees back and some. Ooh, Actually up 250 bucks with that last move. So yeah, I'm out of this one. It could keep tanking. I got my locate feeds back and another 100 bucks. I'm pretty content with that actually, or another 150 bucks. So it could just keep tanking, and I gave up a lot right there, but I just don't want to have to stay super close to PAPL. Y'all know I'm in a lot of positions at once sometimes. So I went ahead and closed it out. Could keep tanking, but I can live with that. WBUY is curling up a little bit. CLSD, sorry if I'm late seeing that. CLSD. Ooh, okay. So I just got my entry position at 59. It's not that great of an entry, but let's see. What's the story with CLSD? Announces approval. I don't even know how to pronounce most of these words. So basically, they received approval from Health Canada for UME. I've never even heard of that. Uses SCS microinjections. I'm not really sure what this exactly is, but is this a FDA approval? Oh, it's in Canada. Well, it's in the United States, Canada, and Singapore. Huh, okay. ELSD. Oh, terrible company though. High, high, medium, high. The only thing's low is warrant exercise, which I don't really care about. I mean, it's cool if they have them, but it's not a big deal. And 3.3 months of cash left. So yeah, this seems like a good play. Oh, it's retesting high, so I'm re-entering here. So I'm in 4,000 shares now. If it breaks a new high right here, I'm just going to trim out of at least 2K of them. But again, risk versus reward is right here peaking at the top. If it fails here, I have a good entry. If it breaks a new high, I'll just trim some of my position. Good. So now I'm in the money now. Even though I started at 58, I added more shares at 64. So we'll see. We'll see if this is the top or not. I like to see this candle break below this candle right here. So nice little flush. Let's see what happens. So basically I'm just in, since now that I'm out of PAPL, which looks like it might bounce here. I'm just in WBUY and TLSD. I'll do some more research on this one too in a second, but whoever made, was that you, Saber? Appreciate the call out. I don't know if this is making any difference at all. They usually don't respect the 9 moving average that much on the daily, but it did hesitate kind of in this area. The one that they usually respect, or at least acknowledge on the move up, is the 200, but it's all the way up here at 94 cents. I'm not sure what happened, but it was trading in the 80 cents range, and then the past, 3 days, it just tanked. Since I don't have my setup, I'm not digging into it too much to see what it is, but the market didn't like something a few days ago. I'll go to the 5-minute. Yeah, 5 minutes, beautiful. I love these wicks up like this. And I'm not a candlestick expert by any means, but this shows you that it's tried to, push up twice, and people are selling, or shorts are sending it right back down. It can't hold above 60. It's a good sign. Another good sign if it closes here below VWAP. I actually took some on that move at 55. I was in 5,000 shares. I thought I was in 4, but I think I added another at some point. So now I'm only in 3,000 shares. I took some out at 55 cents. One minute. See what it does here at VWAP. Martin, how's it going? Bocos, how's it going? But yeah, honestly, this play's looking pretty solid right now. Next confirmation is just closing below VWAP, but like I was saying earlier, I love these wicks like this, struggling to hold over 60 cents. Or like I said, I already trimmed 2,000 shares at 55, so I'm only in 3,000 shares. So a little light. I didn't kind of enter this position very well. I should have went a little heavier than, because that was only 5,000. It's only what, about 2,500. But that's okay. But yeah, literally just woke up at 5:55. but realized I'm at 900 on the day, unrealized 350. So not a bad start. Since I trade light these days compared to some of you guys in the group, Jesus Christ, I've been having some monster days. And like I'm try to label myself as a transparent trader between Kimfo and all the things I share with y'all. But since I've been, some of y'all, dang it, I was going to do this before this call started. Maybe before it's over, I can share it. So if any of y'all were on live a couple of days ago, y'all saw how I've kind of been bouncing. I keep getting my P&L gets rejected at the 250K area. I'm finally back over 250K. So I'm going to try to strategically make sure I stay above it, because for whatever reason, it's been a little bit of a psychological level for me. And that's just since June. That's not counting personal or anything like that. That's just since I created Bear of Wall Street. So now finally since June, up 250K. But I keep getting rejected right here for whatever reason. See if I can hold above it this time. All the weird outlier events keep taking me out, like getting caught in plays while they're dropping treasury news and crap like that. So I have another entry at 64. It didn't make it to it, but if it does get to 64, I'm adding some more. This is the first time it's technically closed above 60 cents, but let's see if it holds above it. It's 7:30. Is any more news dropping? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That's why I didn't hear anything. Kind of just quick glance. So I added more at 62 cents, just FYI. But yeah, there's some 7:30 news, so I haven't gotten any alerts from oh yeah, I did get WBUY earlier. But yeah, so this is working good. So now I'm back in 4,000 shares on CLSD. I added on that last pop. WBUY. Yeah, WBUY. I'm bad about, and I don't know if I should say bad, it's usually works out in my favor, but once they start trading sideways like this, sometimes I go ahead and take like most of my profit. So I might do that with WBUY too. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, but a lot of times when they start trading sideways like this, like not breaking a new low, like you can see clearly it's been bouncing right here. It'll reverse and try to test VWAP or a new high, potentially. So if it gets back in this range, I'll probably take profit. But CLSD is holding its gains pretty well. The longer it consolidates, the least I like these plays. So I'm not giving up on CLSD by any means, but I would like to see something take its attention because it's holding its gains pretty well. And kind of like expected, I could see PAPL bouncing back up here, so I'm glad I took profit. 150K float. Like I was saying, I don't mind small floats, but 150K, that's itty bitty. Looking at comments now. Oh, nice little flush, CLSD. Martin, I'm pissed. I changed the platform selection on TradeZero because I don't need all these pro versions. Because of that, I can't trade right now. I don't have access to the market. No, Martin, that's terrible, bro. Yeah, Martin, I'm just playing CLSD and WBUI. It's about the only thing I played this morning outside of PAPL. But, okay, so WBUI is kind of getting to that level I was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and take half my position profit right here. And then just ride out the other 100 shares. Kind of tempted to see if it flushes on this one though, but it looks like it's going to bounce. So I'm down to 100 shares now. Yep, it's bouncing. Actually, I don't know if I think I was only in 100 shares because I'm not even in this position anymore. 100, 200, 3. Oh yeah, I'm completely out of this position now. So if it comes back to, for some reason I thought I had 200 shares. I only had 100 shares. I was still holding. So if it bounces back to 11, depending on what the candle looks like, I might re-enter. And when I say matter what the candle looks like, I like seeing like a quick pop to VWAP. A slow grind has a greater chance of breaking through it, but we'll see if that happens. So now the only position I'm in is CLSD. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Alex. Resistance turn to support. RNAZ. I'm not too interested in it now, but it looks like it's not getting a lot of volume. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have my equipment, so if my mic is trash, I'm slow at looking at your comments, I apologize. I'm in Santa Rosa Beach. I was supposed to launch it on this Airbnb property on the last trip, but I ran into a lot of issues, so I'm hoping to get it launched before the end of this trip. So CLSD is making a little pop here. Let's see what it does. I'm adding at 64. So now I'm in 4,000 shares or 5,000 shares of CLSD, which I'm just going to keep adding if it gets to the 64 range, because again, it's risk versus reward. If it breaks a new high, I'll just get out or trim my position. But at some point, if it fails, I have a really good entry.
COS.
Is that KOSS? Yeah, KOSS. It's only up 21% now, but let's get it pulled up. It's only up about 25% now. I want to see more on this move, so if it gets up past 8, 9, I might be interested, but it looks like it's falling apart right now, though. CLSD is definitely honoring VWAP. So I make a mental note of that. Actually, I have and you know what? I was thinking about taking profit here at like 57 or something, but I'm just going to hold on to it. But it might just keep bouncing from 64 to VWAP until something else steals his attention, or it gets bullish, or it just breaks down. Good morning, Remy. Reddit's attempting to squeeze DNUT, Krispy Kreme. It's probably not a bad entry up here. Martin, key levels to watch, 80 cents and 94. Could see a pop into those zones. 80, yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yep. And 94, the 200. Yeah, we'll if it stays sideways like this, I think 8 o'clock news will steal attention away. But if 8:30 has weak PR news, yeah, I could see this one potentially getting bullish. I do like that it's not making new highs though. Alex shorted RKT as a meme short. Since DNUT and GPRO getting the attention. Wish I had better cost average, small profit on that. Nice. RKT was popping too. I haven't been keeping up. I've been in real estate mode the last few days, but so the meme ones are kind of popping now. Oh yeah, that was a nice little move. It's funny seeing a lot of these names. It reminds me of like the COVID era where all these, I think it was around COVID, when all these tickers were popping off. Yeah, I woke up today at 4 a.m., but I was back asleep by like 4:05 because I didn't see any plays immediately. I don't know if there were any or not, but I didn't play any. Kind of jealous. Well, I think it was you, CJ, that posted something about the 4 a.m. play you played yesterday. That was forget which one it was, LFY or something. But that was like a beautiful 4 a.m. setup. And you'll probably remember, what was it? Not this Monday, but last Monday. I told y'all, like, I texted a friend and was like, I want to have a 5K day this week because I've been playing a little bit lighter intentionally because it's trying to get back in my groove. And then I ended up making it by like before pre-market session even opened, before 7 even opened, because it was those 4 a.m. plays. I have pretty high confidence with those. So I usually go a little bit heavier if it's a pretty intense pop. But every now and then, what was it? PAPL, is this a 4 a.m. play that's kind of running? Yeah, it popped pretty hard at 4:30, but plenty of opportunities to make money back down, but it is starting to trend up now. But yeah, 4:30 pop from 4:20. It's over $10. You can make money on that move. Martin, nothing happened 4 a.m. Yeah, I didn't see much either. CJ, LCFY, yeah. Picture perfect yesterday. Made like $3 short on. Ooh, nice. LCFY. Yeah, this is a picture perfect 4 a.m. play. Just a mean candle at 4 a.m. Basically went from 5 to 10 and just fades away. Anybody talk about the 4 a.m. play, but if I'm just trying to find my A plus setups, trying to get back in my groove again, these are usually easy money. Because even with PAPL, it'll probably fade at some point today. It's trending up now because there's not a lot of things going on, but there'll probably be a PR that steals its attention away. But 150K float, the longs will get excited about that, so they might keep it going. But yeah, CLSD, I hope it just stays consolidating like this, because if it's moving like this, 8 o'clock news, 8:30 news might steal attention away from it. It is kind of trending up a little bit. Like these wicks are a little higher, so not concerned, but I don't think it's going to make a major move up or down unless it gets an influx of volume or breakdown because people start selling to get to another position. So we'll keep an eye on it. Kind of trapped in this little 64 to 58 cents range. But I got a good entry on it, so I'm basically like break even now here at 63 cents. Adding at 64 again. Now it's 6K shares. But if it busts through, it might be in the next. If it breaks a new high, it might be in the next few minutes. So I'm probably not going to add any more just in case I have to trim if it breaks a new high. But if it can hold sideways until 8 o'clock and the new PRs come out, I think we'll be sitting good. And I said this is the only one I'm playing. I'm also in ZOOZ. Very small position though. This is just, y'all know, I like to play little fundamentals too. I think there's a chance they might dilute this morning. I won't get into the details too much, but they are broke and they don't dilute often. They wait till they're like completely broke, and they are completely broke. So, and they have a few things available to them. So I played it up here around 226 yesterday and was going to hold it overnight, but ended up closing it. But I got back in it at 213. Not expecting any big moves. This is going to be boring, but I'm seeing if they'll drop some dilution news this morning, and it just gaps down. I don't always get those, but when you do get them right, they pay nice because they usually drop like 50% whenever there's an offer. EAPL 800K float according to dilution tracker. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Invis seems to be the most accurate for me, but regardless, 150, 800, still pretty tiny. I had a short position on LCFY at 10, and I missed it because of 10 cents. Oh, those are the worst, Saber. Honestly, don't like CLSD. It has decent news, and it's below monthly pivot, but if it pops more, 200, not too far. Makes sense. Are locate fees tax deductible? I know if you have an entity, they are. That's why I'm foreign mine, but if you don't have a entity, I still think they're tax deductible. Yeah, I think even when I filed personally, they were tax deductible. It would be, but I can't give tax advice or answer those questions. I don't think I'm supposed to, so I don't know. And on that note, this is not financial advice. It's educational purposes only. Shorting is very high risk. Most of y'all will lose money. There's my disclaimer. But it's true. I mean, shorting is very high risk. But yeah, Brandon, I would look into that more. I'm not really supposed to answer tax questions, nor do I really know, but I think they are. But my recommendation is to do some due diligence on that. How's it going, Raven? Someone tell me why PAPL is still holding. Yeah, that's why I took that quick profit on this one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But if it's, and here's the thing, if a 4 a.m. runner still holds all of its gains through all these PRs that come out, meaning this one's still kind of like on an uptrend, CLSD. But if it holds like these gains up until 9 o'clock, 9:30, be very concerned at market open because it could rage hard, go parabolic. So I'm not saying this one will. That's still a long time. We got a bunch of PR, a bunch of action until then. But yeah, it's definitely hanging on. Not really sure why. Well, Pineapple Financial, was this one of those No, this wasn't a meme. I don't know. I just recognize this ticker. I don't think it's associated with the meme crowd, but who knows? CJ, you might be right. because I've gotten burnt. I used to love the no news plays, but I've got burnt on them twice because I played the no news and 2 of them were crypto plays. One happened last week. I got caught up in, and then SBET. Y'all have heard me talk about it many times. I lost 15K on that one because I was in it because it was a no news pop, and then they dropped crypto, which is very frustrating because someone always knows. So some insiders told someone or whatever, it starts trading. Momentum, but that's part of the game. This is a corrupt game we play. WBUY did finally fall below that little bit of support, but I'm completely out of WBUY. Is my volume turned up for these now? So CLSD only has 3 months of cash. But yeah, to your point, I believe it was Alex, you said you honestly don't like CLSD, it's decent news and below monthly pivot. So I like it, but it's definitely not an A+ setup. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks a new high at all. But since we're 5 minutes from most of the PRs coming out, I think as long as there's a decent PR, it'll get most of the attention pulled away from it. And speaking of that, we just got some more news. Phase 1 trial. This one might pop. LTRN. Oh, lymphoma, cancer related. Let's see. Let's get this one pulled up. LTRN. Haven't gotten an alert that it's running yet, but it could. Yeah. Popping a little bit. I want to see it up a little more. Phase 1. It's not that great of news because y'all know it's got to pass phase 2, phase 3, FDA application, then FDA approval. I mean, we're many, many, many years from them making money off this, but the market doesn't care sometimes. So they can still pop pretty hard, but this one's not doing that much. But it's still early. But I'm not playing a move like this. I want to see it get up $5-6 or close to $6. I like to see them pop a little harder. I would like to see a candle get below like 56 or 57, kind of make it look like it's breaking that slow trend up. But the market didn't really care for the LTRN news that much. I mean, it's up, but wasn't that great of a pop. Because when I see a pop, I want it to be like one candlestick up to like $6-7. Those are my favorite plays. Those are the A+ setups. This is just a little baby pop. There's not enough meat on the bones. And then if a lot of volume comes in and you get in at 5 and then it shoots up to 7 quick, that's painful. So you can play these moves. You can do whatever you want, but I like to see a little more on it. I got some shares at 450 and sold at 516. Did you long it? You go long on it? Or did you get your numbers backwards? Oh, nice. So I love where it's at right here at VWAP. A minute for new PRs to come out. So this could be a nice setup if we get some good PRs, people start selling their positions. This might be the move down. So again, I'm just talking y'all through how I've seen these throughout the years play out. Could it still break new highs soon? Yes. But it's all about odds and probability. So it's sitting right here at its kind of low of the move a minute before new PRs come out. It's a good sign. So let's see. Yeah, Carlos, that was a terrible day. I couldn't even log in. I don't like
PAPL.
this is 8 o'clock, so it's shooting out BS news, but yeah,
RNAZ.
I don't like to complain or blame stuff, but yeah, I couldn't even get into my broker that day.
RMSG.
So there's a lot of news. A lot of 8 o'clock news. I'm not going to try to scan. Wow. So I'm not going to try to scan it and pick out which ones I think. I'm just going to let Trade Ideas tell me which ones are popping.
ANEB.
But a lot of moves. But yeah, Carlos, I couldn't even get into TradeZero that day either. It was a recipe for disaster. I had to call them and get them to close it over the phone. Never done that before. But yeah, that's why my P&L has been getting slapped a little bit. There's been a lot of those outlier events that keeps happening. Once I get past 250, it's just like weird crap like that. Y'all see anything moving? I haven't gotten any alerts. ANEB's popping. I'll pull it up on the screen in just a second. I'm not sure why I didn't get an alert for it, but it's up about, it's already most of the moves gone. Got all the way up to 4. Still up 80% though. What was this? It's news. Approves plan to terminate registration of its common stock. Oh, okay. Actually, that's. I'm getting some shares just in case because that news is kind of weak. Others. Oh, I missed it. I don't want to chase. Probably could jump in right now. Oh, LTRN finally popped. But let's see, ANEB. Dang, I missed it. Is anything else popping? What is CLSD? ANEB is still up like 60%, but I'm not interested in it. It's not getting that much volume though. It hasn't even gotten a million shares traded on it yet. So kind of weak moves at 8 o'clock. The only thing that really caught my attention was ANEB, and then what was it? LTRN made a little pop. So I don't know if that's enough to pull attention away from CLSD. Because ANEB still doesn't even have 1 million shares traded, so there's not a lot of attention with this one. And it's only a $3 stock, so that's only $3 million worth of trading done on it. So pretty low volume on it. It just went over 1 million now, but still pretty weak. I got locates on it, but if it gets up here, 330, I might enter, but I'll probably end up skipping this play. Because I'm not as good at playing them on the downtrend. But it's probably got a lot to get back. Remy, I thought you liked them to hit the $1 mark before you short. I like the dollar mark because it's a psychological level, but that doesn't mean I won't enter before then. And maybe I've said that in the past, maybe, but this one's up. What is CLSD up? This one's up 67%. That's enough for me to play it. And I played it off this move, hoping it would, fall hard. I didn't know it would consolidate. I mean, there's always a chance to consolidate, but yeah, I'll play him below $1. But I like playing them closer to $1 for sure. And for a while, I couldn't even trade anything under $1 because TradeZero wouldn't let you. Up until a few months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago. WBUI, and it's going to end up coming right back to 200. And ANEB is just trading sideways. There we go. That's what we were waiting on. So now if it pops back to VWAP 60 cents, 62 cents, I'll definitely feel more comfortable adding. It's showing some weakness now. About $250 in the money now, but I think there's more to give back. I don't think I'm going to play ANEB unless it gets back up here to like the $4 range. Could be an entry right here because it might struggle to get over 330, 333. But I want to wait. Let's go, CLSD. Honestly, surprised it's breaking down. Because there's not, unless I'm missing something, I'm not seeing a lot of action right now from other tickers. ANEB's up to almost 3 million shares now, though, so it's getting a little more attention. Really good sign. It just broke that that wick right there. So, yeah. This ticker is far from over, but nice weakness right here. Any of y'all in CLSD? DNUT potential retest. I don't know how long that's been there, Alexa. Good to know. So ANEB, high market cap, high institutional ownership. Thanks for the heads up. Carlos, when a trade goes against you, when do you decide to exit? Do you rely on the pattern or the percentage going against you? So as I mature as a trader, for something that's consolidating, it matters what the play is. So something that's consolidating like this, if this was to come back and break a new high and hold, I'm immediately getting out because that's bullish. And then I'll reevaluate where the top is. But for like this type of move, WBUY, where it's just shoot straight up, like these are in 2 minutes, it goes from $7 to $13.50. So these, I will, wait for it to get up 50 to 100%. Looks like the move is getting over with. You know what I mean? So it's like slowing down at the top, see a little bit of a wick. I will enter a starter position there. And if it still goes against me, and I still have high conviction in the play, sometimes I'll just keep adding. But I have a number in my head that if it hits, I just got to get out. So the way I play it is like entry here, 13. Then if it gets to like a psychological level like 15, I'll add there. And then if it breaks through that, the next move I'm pulling up is the year to date. And then I'm like, oh crap. It broke past, well, pretend like this isn't there. Let's say it's trading at like 17. And it broke past an area that it might slow down. And it didn't slow down. Then I'm looking at like this candle. Oh crap, it could go all the way to $29. So then I'll probably get out. But if I was to see, if at $16 it had some hard resistance like this, or a previous time it popped, or 200 moving average, I'll get out. So long story short, I have a number now in my head that if it hits, I get down. I just immediately get out unless there's some resistance is approaching. Then I'll wait to see if it breaks through that resistance. So very discretionary, but it all depends on what I'm seeing, Carlos. I don't know if that makes sense. But for like a CLSD, if it breaks a new high and hold, I'm immediately getting out. But for these initial pops, entry, and I'll sometimes put a few entries in, but there's a point of no return where you just gotta say, okay, this is going against me hard. I'm not seeing it slow down. I'm getting out. And that was my biggest struggle as a trader initially, is when to get out, because, last year from June to January of this year, I made over 200K, which is pretty impressive. But like, we're seeing people in the group now making like crazy days, but I only trade like 25K accounts though. I always keep my accounts small. So, you know what I mean? So I have to be somewhat aggressive with that style of play. But my problem was not knowing when to get out. So that's kind of been my approach, and it's prevented me from getting blown up, because like even right now I only have like 32K in my account. I trade pretty small accounts. One day I plan on scaling it up, but between running a bunch of dispensaries, all my little real estate stuff, trading's still kind of just a little side hustle for me. But once I get done with, I have 3 properties I'm trying to launch right now. So once I get done launching these, I might reevaluate my retail ops role at my job. And then, once life slows down, how about that? Whenever I quit trying to do too much, I might try to start scaling my account. So I trade small and I keep my account small just in case I get reckless and I blow up my entire account. It's not something I can't recover from. So long story short, hope that answered it, Carlos. Yeah, Ian, I know life doesn't slow down, but I take on too many projects. So I've finally realized it, and I want to focus more on trading. So the next few months, I'm gonna do what I can to lower my attention from other things. My mom's on payroll for my real estate company, so she's gonna be the one managing the properties for me. Work, I have a pretty good schedule. I only work 3 days a week now. So I tried to quit, but they wanted to keep me on. So it's only 20 hours now for 75% of what I was making. So worked out a pretty good deal with them. So I'm slowly getting there, just life slowing down, but not there yet. Yeah, no problem, Carlos. Hopefully that was somewhat helpful. But yeah, it's still pretty discretionary though. I do have a number now that if it hits, I get out though. I think it's good to have those, because that was my problem, is like, oh crap, now I'm down 1,000, 2,000. Oh crap, now I'm down 10,000. I don't want to take a $10,000 loss, so I might keep playing it to try to save it. And then that $10,000 loss turns into a 20,000. So yeah, I've learned you got to have just a point of where, regardless of how you feel, if it hits a certain number, you got to get out. And as long as it's not approaching some like really hard resistance, I usually will. Appreciate it, Alex. Yeah. That's why I want to focus more attention on it, because it's one of the main reasons I can afford to do other things. Because last year, again, I don't talk about my personal account because I can't validate it. Because once I created the Bear of Wall Street, I closed out all my TradeZero personal accounts because I didn't plan on ever using them again. And I like to be organized and not keeping things open that I don't use, not thinking I would ever be public. But I made way more on my personal account than the Bear of Wall Street. But we'll get there. I just don't talk about it much because I can't verify it, because those accounts are closed now without showing tax returns. And I don't care enough to, if y'all don't believe me, it's all good. Y'all have been good to me. No, I prove it with the Bear of Wall Street. So, but yeah, my personal account, before I created the Bear of Wall Street, hence why I created it, was because my personal trading was going pretty good. So I created that entity, but I wish I wouldn't have closed all those accounts because I can't verify them on Kinfo now, but all good. I'm looking through, there's not really a lot that I'm seeing right now. ANEB, I'm going to pull this one back up. Did it ever retest? Sorry, I've been talking too much. No, slowly creeping up. And thanks for saying that, Golden Pin, that they're not, they're pretty good companies, what you were saying. Let's see. ANEB, or they have decent institutional ownership. Yeah, pretty low dilution risk. They do have a little bit of a cash need, 4.8 months, but with all this being low, they must have other funding options outside of dilution for AskEdgar to rank it low, I assume. Institutional ownership, you weren't lying, bro. 55%, yeah, that's very high. Yeah, I'm going to avoid this stock. And the reason why I avoid stocks with high institutional ownerships, two reasons. One, if institutions are that interested, it's probably a decent company. And two, they can manipulate a stock. They can get that stock wherever they want it if they really wanted it. So no matter what the fundamentals show, no matter what the technical shows, if it has 50% plus institutional ownership, if those institutions want this stock higher, they'll get it higher. So I'm actually tempted to add here on CLSD. We see this wick above right here. We see this failure right here. We're seeing a red candle right here. Potential it could fail right here, but I'm probably going to pass. I'm in a decent sized position with this one, so. Alex, love that. That's my favorite comment. Oh God. Yeah, if something's grinding on you, you don't want it to be a ANEB going against you. I didn't add here, but like I was saying, there's a good chance it could reject right here. But I like my average. I don't want to mess up I got like a 63.5 average, cent average. So I know that's not how you're supposed to trade based on where your average is, but I'm comfortable with the position I'm in. Because there's just not a lot moving. If there was a few other tickers moving pretty hard right now, I know ANEB is moving a little. What's the PAPL? Is that it? Yeah, Pineapple. I know Pineapple is moving a little bit, but I don't know if there's enough to completely steal attention away from CLSD. So I'm just going to pass on it, but it'll probably fail right here. Yeah, wish a little bit. I feel like their PRs have been a little light this week, or good PRs. It's weird though. I mean, I guess that's the beauty and the struggle with pre-market trading. Sometimes there's a bunch of things running. Sometimes there's only a few things running. You got to adapt each day. But I like the days when there's a ton of PRs and people are bouncing from ticker to ticker and selling out the ones that they're in because the selling pressure usually drives the price down, but not getting a lot of that today. Sometimes Trade Idea is just screaming alerts at me. Good morning, Nestor. Alex, I was seeing if I could highlight a comment, but I don't know how. I'm going to highlight your comment. I'm enjoying that one too much, but I don't know how. So CLSD, let's see what it's going to do. This has been a boring ticker to play. But thank y'all for hopping on. And thanks for the likes on the video. Appreciate it. It helps the channel. Got a decent amount of people today. 23, 24 people. So it's usually how it is on the boring live streams, are the ones that there's a bunch of people. I don't get it, but that's how it usually works. Maybe we'll see some action in 4 minutes. So 8 o'clock usually has the most, and 8:30 and 7 a.m. usually has like the second most. So we'll get some decent PRs here, and maybe I'll be a little bit more ready than I was at 8. Maybe catch some pops. Yeah, Alex brought that up in the group as well yesterday about the Wall Street bets for the Reddit community. They're going ham. There's yeah, I wasn't shorting during the last meme run, so I have to do some research on how I plan on playing these. The backside when the meme frenzy is over is going to be beautiful, though. Three minutes, new PRs will come out. Been a boring play, man. Hopefully CLSD stays under VWAP until 8:30. Slow day, but still green. It's about 1,300 realized, only about $100 unrealized in CLSD, or about 150. So slow morning. Got some news. LED light and EV charging station and maintenance solution provides. So this is weak news. And if any of y'all are curious to my alerts that y'all hear, it's the Trade Idea alerts. So if any of y'all download Trade Ideas, reach out to me, whether it's in the free group or Instagram, whatever, and I can send you. The cool thing about Trade Ideas is I can like literally just save the contents of the configuration of these and share it how I have like all my alerts set up and stuff. But I know a lot of y'all ask me about Trade Ideas. I do have a link in the description. It's kind of how I know what's popping quickly. And if y'all are not satisfied with your broker, I use Trade Ideas. I get that question asked a ton too. I actually really like Trade Ideas or TradeZero. That's the broker I use. If you're new to shorting, you almost need, or I say you do need a specific short selling broker because most these companies don't have the locates you need. And if you can't get locates, this strategy is not going to work. 8:30, let's see what's happening. Acquisition news, LGHL. Some biotech news. Multi-billion-dollar potential biotech news in VC. So let's see. Let's see what's on the top gainers, or what's moving right now. I'm not getting any alerts. PAPL. Hope none of y'all are in it. Looks like it's still popping. PAPL. But anything new? It's crazy. I'm not seeing hardly anything. Are y'all seeing anything? I got into PAPL, $10. Not the best entry, but I'm gonna play it till it breaks a new high. Man, I'm actually very disappointed with these PRs. Like, or nothing's running. Some of the PRs look decent to me. This strategy works the best when there's good PRs coming out. Oh well. Got to take what the market gives you, so. Some of the, what was that one that I saw? I thought for sure LGHL didn't pop. It did, just already died, but that's a weak pop. Huh. Okay, well, looks like there's no easy money pop plays to play, but whatever. And after 8:30, I don't like, I really don't like entering new positions unless it's something that's already popped, because statistically, when I enter new positions from 8:30 to 9:30, I don't have as great of success. And I don't know if that's because they stay bullish up until market open. My pre-market entries from 7 to 8:30 are very profitable, but after 8:30, when I enter new positions, less profitable or not profitable, because those are usually the ones that like rip my face off. GPRO pumping. Is that a big company though? What's the market cap on this one? Yeah, because I don't like these grind ups like this. Like there's money to be made here, but I don't know if it's, yeah, 215 million. It's been grinding up. It's probably going to keep grinding up because the meme crap's going on. So there's probably a play here, but I'm not interested. Keep an eye on it for you though. I'm looking for like just and for y'all that's new, like I just try to find holes in the market, like take advantage of just like parabolic moves up, take the short, write it down. Like I play these, like I know how to play like CLSD and I know what's going to probably happen to it, but my bread and butter is the like 50, 100, 200% pop, get in quick, dives back down, you make bank. That's where I make most of my money. And I'm a little disappointed because there's been very little of that today. If any of y'all entered this, it's already given back about 15 cents, so good job. But like I was saying, I don't like slow grinds up. I like moves like this, just parabolic, because this is my best play of the day, and this is the one I'm talking about. This parabolic move up, enter position, let it fade. Nice, Martin. Yeah, and I think there's some reason for that, because by the time 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30 rolls around, there's enough stuff to steal people's attention away. But when I enter positions from 8:30, 9, and if they're hot, they usually stay hot into market open. Man, I didn't want this to be a live stream. We're staring at CLSD slowly moving the whole time, but whatever.
AMOD.
AMOD, we finally get one. AMOD. It's not even that great, but let's see. There could be a play here. I'm not in it. I like to see a bigger move. It's only up 30%. Man, this morning started out so nice. I don't think I've made much since that 7 o'clock alert on WBUI. I gotta keep the APL pulled up because I'm in it now. I had just a straight $10 entry on it. Not that great of an entry, but I'm just going to play the trend. If it comes back down to VWAP, I'll just close. But it should give. hopefully it'll give back some of these gains at some point, but I mean, it's clearly on a trend up though. I mean, once they start making clear trends like this, I usually avoid, but the reason why I entered is because it's been kind of struggling to get above the 1050 range. It can't hold above it, especially if you look at the 5-minute. So I can either take profit at 908. What I'll probably do is just wait to see if it, I don't know. I'll decide when we get here, but I either will take profit here around 9, or since I'm not in that heavy, I might just roll the dice and just see if it finally breaks through the trend and just have a tight risk on it. If it breaks a new high, just get out. So basically, let's just say $1.50 due to slippage. Risk reward is potentially going back to where it started, $3-4, because it's running on, I don't think it's running on anything. I think it was just a 4 a.m. pump. CLSD is breaking above VWAP, not surprising. I keep saying there's not a lot moving. I get there's the meme tickers trading right now, and they're getting volume and all that, but I want to see small caps, like similar tickers to CLSD, taken off. Not GoPro. And this is kind of why I didn't trade the pop. I think it's just going to probably stay bullish. CLSD could not hold over VWAP. That's a good sign, but far from out of the woods. But yeah, if y'all are hoping or looking for me to play these meme stocks, I'm not that interested in them, to be honest. To Alex's point, high short interest, a lot of eyes on them, and they're not going to make like a 50, 100% move in like in like a minute. You know what I mean? Like WBUY did. That's the ones I like. I like this move, not this. If you short something that's trending like this, you're braver than me. Nestor, it's I probably am not going to explain it well, but it's just the total number of shares of a stock that's been sold short, but not covered yet. So basically, it increases the chance of a short squeeze. ATYR, Martin. ATYR. Dang, missed this one. Why did I get an alert for this? It's wild. Yeah, too quick for me. Man, what a beautiful pump. $13 and down. So yeah, these are the ones I like. Obviously want them to hang out a little bit longer so I can get in it, but I wonder why I didn't get an alert for that one. Yeah, as I'm saying, I can't give y'all financial advice, but be careful shorting some of these meme stocks
AMOD.
unless it just makes an insane move. Kind of like KSS did yesterday. I was tempted to play that one because it was a crazy move. So AMD is bouncing again. I'll get it pulled up here in a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm getting my locates on it now. I'll get it pulled up in just a second. Y'all know I trade on my phone, so for most y'all know. Trying to do multiple things at once. Okay, I got my shares. So it's looking pretty bullish. Is it approaching any resistance? I don't know. It's just a lot of chaos in there. So we'll see if I see any signs of exhaustion. Then I'll look to enter.
AMOD.
I'm gonna pull up the 1 minute. I might get a starter here right before. Okay, I'm in at 190. Just at the $2 resistance. But if it starts getting bullish, like I said, I'm going to cut because this is not my most profitable time frame after 8:30. When these get bullish, they tend to stay bullish. Keep an eye on CLSD. Okay, good. Probably should be keeping an eye on PAPL too. PAPL. What's it doing? Following its trend. Covered a little at 181. Re-enter if it gets back up to this range. Probably covered a little early. But like I said, this is not my most profitable entry time. So but yeah, if it gets back to 195, I'll re-enter. I was in 2,000 shares. I only made a couple $100 on it, but and I did not re-enter, and I'm glad I didn't, but I might re-enter here at $2. If I see a little bit of weakness. Still not in it. Still not in it. So I just entered now, $2. If it breaks a new high, I'm cutting. Waiting for it to give me some breathing room so I can go look at its fundamentals. All right, I'm gonna go check real quick. AMO. Do have a high cash need, but it looks like they are not high dilution risk. So fundamentally, based on my stuff, it looks pretty decent. Is it pulling attention away from CLSD? Yes, it is. That might be the play to actually play, not this one. If it breaks a new high, I'm just going to get out. This stays bullish. I might just add to CLSD. Okay, I am out of AMOD. Broke a new high. Very, very minimal loss here, but I'm going to be focused more on CLSD. I think it'll, that might be the play if it pops. But yeah. Okay, cool. This is going to get the attention, so I'm going to add to my CLSD position. Little small add, and then if it gets back up here to VWAP, I'll add some more. But yeah, AMOD is looking kind of mean right now. Green candle after green candle, volume candle increasing. So there'll be a play for this one, but it's not right now. CLSD had 90 million shares traded. That's crazy. So AMOD, now we're up to almost 13 million shares traded on this one. So this is kind of the attention that I'm talking about. That doesn't mean that CLSD is just going to just completely drop right here, but this is obviously getting the money flow right now, and we're getting close to market open. So these are the ones that usually hurt me. So that's why I'm out of it. I'm going to let it run. Maybe play a retest or something. But my focus is more on CLSD. I added a little more at 55. And now I'll add some more if it gets back to VWAP. ATYR. ATYR. Actually, let me do it right here. ATYR. Oh, that was from earlier. Man, that was a beautiful pop. Sure wish I didn't miss that one. Y'all seen any levels that I should be aware of on AMOD? The chart's a little chaotic. It does this weird thing where it pumps, goes back down, pumps, goes back. I mean, I know they all do that, but just like huge gaps, like gap up, gap up. What was the news on this one too? I forgot to check. AMOD. Secures exclusive rights to deploy Cash X AI-driven financial kiosk aimed to serve 60 million plus underbanked in America. Whatever you say. So now that it's coming back down to test VWAP, if I get another, if we get another test at like this 220 level and it fails, I'll probably add to that. This might run. CMND, Clear My Medicine completes wait, hold on. Where am I at? Oh, here it is. Completes initiation of leading Israeli clinical site for phase 1, phase 2. So that one might pop. Let's see. CMND. Well, I should take profits on PAPL, but I want to see if it breaks. CMND. Weak. CLSD is going the direction we or I want it to go, but man, it's so slow. Jeez. Saber 2, 350, then 597. Cool. I added a little baby position here at $2. Jesus Christ, I went long on it. That was not what I meant to do. Now I'm in. I made a penny. So I'm going to start forming my position probably here at 210 and 220. Like I said, light. But if it gets to 220, I'm going to add, or 219, I'm adding, like I said, I'm playing light, just 1,000 shares. And if it breaks a new high, I'll just get out. I don't mind taking a little bit of paper cuts. So I got a 219 entry waiting to short. Nope, y'all probably think I'm crazy because this is looking pretty bullish. So I got my 1,000 shares. So if it breaks, I guess if it gets to 225, I'm gonna get out. I do like that candle though. So I'm up about 90 bucks in it now, about a 200 bucks now. I'm gonna let it ride, but it's tempting. So I'm only in 1,000 shares, 219. Just seeing if this is a spot where it breaks trend. It's probably not. Like I said, I'm just expecting a little paper cut on it with the hopes that this is where it fails. PAPL. I'm still holding on to this one, just thinking, hoping this might be where it breaks trend. Kind of is a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's broken trend yet completely. But I'm up about $100 on it, so I'll just wait. Or yeah, because I'm only in 100 shares, very light. DLSD's playing out nice. AMOD is probably going to break a new high right here. Yeah, so I'm going to get out of this one. So I'm just going to wait for this one, because this one might, I'm going to use this to my advantage and just focus more on CLSD. I'm not going to fight the trend right now. Let it play out some. Nine o'clock. Sounds like we didn't get that much news. Some of these headlines look like they would run, but IGC, not seeing much though. Ooh. CMND finally decided to pop a little bit. How much is this up though? It's not up that much, is it? No, it's only up 15%. Come on, PAPL. If it clearly breaks trend, I'll probably add. Like I said, very tiny. I'm only in 100 shares, a $900 position. If it looks like it's about to break cleanly the trend, I'll probably add to it. But right now, I'm just sitting with like I think about a $10 entry. We cut it, then it dropped. Did it drop? Yeah, it did drop. Yeah, I lost about $100, $120 on that last one. So I'm just not going to play it anymore. Yeah, the plays I'm probably going to focus more on is PAPL. The thing I don't like about it is absolutely tiny float. So just got to be aware of that. Again, I don't mind playing these tiny floats. Just got to be aware if they start going against you, they can go against you fast. And TLSD. So these are my two plays I'm just going to focus on. Let OMOD run. There'll be an entry at some point. I see myself playing this again at some point, but I want this move to kind of exhaust first. Raven, AMOD, waiting order 270. Cool. Cool. So let's see what the news is. Nothing. The 5 minute doesn't look too bad though, with all these wicks up. Man, I'm tempted to play this, but I'm not going to. Yeah, same, Martin. What do you see at 270, Raven? I didn't really see much. You've been having some good entries lately, Raven, so I'm sure there's a reason. I just didn't see it. Dang, I hate that for you, Martin, that you can't even trade today and you're off. I know you got this run off. Yeah, PAPL. I think I'll end up adding to this position at some point. Wish I was in heavier, but playing a little cautious with it. Gap fill. Oh, nice, Martin. You're in. Good stuff. Glad you can trade today. I wanna play AMOD just so I can wake up. CLSD has been a slow mover. SYNX, some Israel defense. So this might move. Let's see. SYNX. Of course not. Well, it's starting to move. Let's see. Let's see if it catches a little bit of attention.
SYNX.
Beat you to it, trade ideas. I'm grabbing locates on it, but I want to see it up a little bit more. And I probably missed it, which is fine. I don't mind missing these little baby moves. I just don't want to get caught up in it if it just shoots up. Maybe going back to the meme stuff that we have been talking about. I wonder if it's getting a lot of the attention because some of these PRs were actually decent, but they're not really pumping. Martin, today's a test of patience. The good thing about CLSD being boring for us is it's probably boring for the longs too that are wanting this thing to pump. So I know if I'm in a long position and it's making these moves and basically stalling, I'd be looking to close the position, but maybe I'm crazy. Boom. AMOD. I was actually kind of hoping AMOD would keep pumping up until market opens. Steal attention away. So now, since it's made that move, if it makes a little pop, I might, depending on where it goes, I might be looking for an entry. But like I said, I kind of want this one to stay bullish. So people aren't focused on these plays. I'm sitting up again. I'm not very heavy in this one, but I'm up about 500 bucks on it. I'm only up 100 bucks on PAPL. So I really would like to see a nice little flush here. at market open or before market open. Wind is pumping now. We're getting some news. This is great. It's probably why we're not getting a lot of these PRs, aren't getting a lot of attention. People are in these plays. We're back to the meme days. Cool. This is what I wanted to see with PAPL. So now that it's clearly broken trend, I'll be looking to add to this position. Locates are cheaper than they were, but they're still not cheap. So I added to my position here on PAPL. And then if it bounces, I'll be looking to add to. As expected, it's probably going to flush here soon. But if you're long in this, like, what you get out at this point? It's not that bad of a move, 11 to 12. But even for me, I still want to see more. But not saying you can't play it and make money. You definitely can. But as I mature as a trader, I'm trying to take just the setups I'm comfortable with. So the move yesterday, what was it? KSS. I'm kind of beating myself up a little bit for not taking that one though, because that one was that move was insane. Like this, I don't mind playing. This is 11 to over 20. If Wendy's does that, I will, but I'm not I'm not trading a dollar pop. $12 minutes till market opens. Not expecting that much excitement, but let's see. Ian, dang. Well, at least you made some money on it. Yeah, bro, it's a trend, Alex. You called it. Ian, I always seem to cover too early when I shouldn't and hold too long when I shouldn't. Bro, that's the story of trading and shorting, honestly. It's a balance. It's a balance. For a ticker like AMOD, it's probably smart to take profits quick, but like again, not financial advice, but and this might not be a bad entry too. I'm not that great at adding when they're falling, so I'm not going to. But like a slow grind up like this, it probably is smart to take profits quick. But for like a what is it? Like a WBUY, like I played this morning, like when they made crazy moves like this. Man, I got out right here. Like I did the same thing, Ian. Look, so like crazy move like this. A lot of times it's a good idea to hold for myself. I can't give y'all financial advice, but when it's a drastic move like this, holding, yeah, but AMOD, there's still a good chance this could pop and break new highs. So I don't blame you for taking profits quick on moves like these. Hope that makes sense. Raven, I have no position shit today, just waiting. Like Martin, testing my patience. Yeah, no, honestly, it hasn't been that great of a live, or there just hasn't been that many plays. But yeah, I added a couple hundred more shares. I'm in 300 shares of PAPL now. I think it's going to flush. Between the meme frenzy that's happening, AMOD potentially getting bullish. I'm tempted to add here at $2 and just have a tight stop on this one. I'm about to add right here on AMOD. I already have the locates. If it breaks over it, I'm just going to, again, just tight stop with it. Expecting to lose on this one. So I added at $1.99. We'll see what happens. So I'm forgetting what plays I'm in. Let's see. So CLSD, PAPL, and AMOD, which it looks like it's breaking over 2 now. No, it's still at 2. So again, I'm going to have a very tight stop with this one. If it breaks over 2, I'm going to cut and then might add in this range, but I'm kind of content with the other positions I'm in. If they flush, I'll be sitting good. Come on, Wendy's, take some attention away. And this is why I don't like the bigger market caps, because they just don't flush back down as hard when they make moves like this. But again, this move looks good, but it's still only about $1 flush up or $1 move up. I think PAPL is going to pay here soon. Could be wrong, but I'm feeling good about it. CLSD, feeling pretty good about this one flushing at market open. AMOD, I don't feel good about this one at all, flushing cleanly. But I'm playing it just in case it wants to reject here at $2 in VWAP. It's a psychological level, and VWAP's right here, so I'll try it. But again, my expectation is it's a good chance it will bust through this. But risk versus reward. A few cents is the risk. Reward is it flushes down. So let's see if I lose a few cents or if it potentially flushes. Looking like it's going to bounce. I'll wait for this candle to close, though, this 1 minute candle. that's why. It might still close under 2. It wants to get back over 2 though. Doesn't look like much. Okay, a lot of comments. Let's see. Get caught up. $750 lifeline for PAPL. IOVA target for short 475, 550. Let me pull that one up. IOVA. I don't like the slow grind up, but could be a play. Just check ABVX. Wow. I think I'm going to play the meme stocks, this is a comment. I think I'm going to play the meme stocks, going to avoid top 2 with most volume. Probably dumb, so don't recommend. Bro, there's going to be a strategy to play these. I don't know what it is yet, so we'll figure it out. Same, Martin. I don't really like the tickers over 100 million, 2 million market cap. I'll play up to 2 million, but much higher than that. You know, if some of these meme stocks, like if we get the GME days where things are just going up just an insane amount, I'm not saying I'm not going to play them, but we're not there yet. You know what I mean? A Wendy's $1 pop is not it for me. If Wendy's goes up to 100, yeah, I'll play it, but not interested yet. Krispy Kreme has the most chatter on Reddit, though. Feel like it's dangerous. Has 200 at 7. Could wait for a wick through and backside. Yeah, no, that sounds like a better plan. Probably gonna get out of AMOD if it closes above $2 on this candle, and then just quit playing it for a little bit. But it's struggling too, so I'm still alive. Some of these will flush. I don't like having this many at market open because I got to. It said I got disconnected, so but anyways, let me know if y'all can still hear me. If somebody lets me know, that'd be great. So there's 3 major plays that I'm playing right now. So it's CLSD, AMOD, and PAPL, which I have pulled up on my phone. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on these, see what happens. There will be some flush downs. There will probably be some flush or some moves up as well. So I'm gonna have both these pulled up, and then PAPL on my phone, keeping an eye on it. So market's open. Let's see what happens. There you go, AMOD. Come on, come on. What's PAPL doing? Okay. I'm stopping out of AMOD if it gets over 205. Probably.
Poly.
Something's pumping, but I'm in too many plays right now. PAPL, okay. AMOD, nice little, if it could just, come on, bro, just go a little bit farther down. Or do it. So I took some out at 190. That was probably dumb because it's probably about to flush down AMOD, but I got a lot of positions I'm trying to monitor now. So PAPL tried to make a move up, but failed. Took most of my profit on AMOD, which is probably dumb, but if it comes back up there, I'll re-enter. Or if it breaks a new low, I'll re-enter. So I added a little bit more AMOD at 198. Since I closed out of most of my position. CLSD, there we go. Now it's technically kind of making like a new low on this move. Nice. So I entered back in AMOD and it's starting to tank now. CLSD's tanking, PAPL's tanking. I couldn't ask for anything better. PAPL looks like it might halt it down too. CLSD's at the 50-cent level. This is an important level, obviously. And now it's below it. Good sign. I'm in a bunch of shares with CLSD, so I'm going to start covering some at 50 cents. And let the others ride out. These nuts dumping. Let's see. Well, I got enough I'm looking at, but man, that was beautiful. All three plays flushed down. CLSD, AMOD, and PAPL. So let me pull up. That was a pretty nice flush. So I took half my profit at 50 cents. I'm still in AMOD, but I already took profit once on the move down, then added back when it came back to VWAP. PAPL, I'm in 300 shares. It just halted down. So I'm going to pull up to see where it might open at and if I want to take profits or let it ride. Good stuff, though. Good. Good open. PAPL, this is probably one I'm just going to just let it ride because no news, breaking trend, a long way to go. So I'm probably don't plan on taking profits on this one when it unhalts. AMOD, bouncing back. We'll add at 204 if it gets up there. And if it breaks that high, I'm going to get out. I actually added at 2 as well. Let's go CLSD. AMOD wants to get over 2 so bad. I hope y'all made some money on these. The 3 I've talked about all flushed down. Well, I guess AMOD didn't. Somewhat of a flush, but looking like it's going to flush down, but lower than where it was at, that's for sure. Yeah, PAPL, golden pin, it halted. And I'm not taking profits on it. I'm just going to, this is going to be a 3:59 p.m. close unless it gets to the 200 before then I'll probably close at it. CJ, sorry, I just saw your comment. KSS. Or you said CKSS. Whoa, okay. So this is a little more interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get locates on this if it needs it. Let's see. I'm in KOSS. Entry at just a couple hundred shares at 825. Thanks for the heads ups, CJ. Sitting pretty good in it now. Go back to these plays, yeah. PALI. What are you talking about? Looks bullish. Saber. Talking about KOSS.
MKZR.
Now I'm at a KSS. or KOSS. Got out at 7:35. And what was that alert? AMOD's tanking. Good stuff. So we got an alert. Ooh, MKZR up. Let me get that one pulled up. Wow. Did it halt up? Yeah, this one will be a fun play. I'll play this one with y'all, and then I'll probably dip out. I'm out of KOSS, so I'm not even going to look at it anymore. MKZR. Halted up. So I'm going to wait for it to unhalt. And the way I like to play these, I'm going to be honest, it's a little reckless. After a couple of halts, I'll start putting a few entries, regardless if it's looking like it's still going to halt up. But my favorite way to play these are whenever they start to halt down. So we see, let's just pretend like it opens at $1.50, it halts up to $1.90. Okay, then it unhalts again, dances around, and then when it starts to shoot down, and you're seeing it's about to halt down, I like to enter a position then and try to sneak one in before it halts down. It's really helpful if you have the halt bands to know where they're at. Obviously, I don't have that access right now with I'm literally just trading with my laptop right now on my phone. So, but I went ahead and got some locates on this one, and I'll play it live. Let's see what's going on with this one too. Man, AMOD does not want to die. I'm gonna just set a stop loss on it so I don't have to monitor it anymore. I'm tired of like looking at it. CLSD looking good. So PAPL opened around 7. I'm in 300 shares, so pretty good profit already, but I'm gonna just let it die, go down a little bit more. MKZR, 1,790 months of cash left. It's crazy. I'm still gonna play it though. I'm gonna wait for it to show weakness though and try to sneak some in on the halt down. Did it have news?
RMSG.
Dang, get all kind of alerts now. Can't keep up with them. Oh, it's only up 16%. MKZR. Why am I looking at it wrong? MKZR. No results for MK. whatever. Okay, for some reason I can't find it. Am I going insane? Let me see. What am I doing wrong here? MKZR, that's why.
MKZR.
Okay, get back to it now. So I'm going to start looking for a position with it here soon. My internet's slow. So I'm in it. Now I'm gonna wait for, see if it flushes down, and then I'm gonna add to it. See if I can sneak it in before it halts down. So many plays right now. Got it in, snuck it in. Okay, so I had my first entry at $1.48, snuck another one in at the halt. So I'm already up $400 on it. So let's see where it opens up, and I'll probably just take profits wherever it opens. Looking like it's going to open about $1.06. So yeah, that worked. I've just ignored the chat, guys, so my bad. Nice, Raven. You got a good entry too. I got in around that area, a little lower, and then got one in right when it was when it halted down. So probably not gonna play much more. If I'm gonna be honest, everything. Thank the Lord, everything is playing out how I wanted it to. So I probably not going to enter any more new positions. I'm at a spot that I need to start working on this property I'm at and get some things moving along. So when this unhalts, I'm just taking profit. PAPL, I'm going to let it fall all day. AMOD, I just set a stop at 207. If it hits that, I'm out. If not, I'm going to let this fall. And CLSD, same story. Just going to let it fall most of the day. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm done. I'm well over 2K on the day. Y'all know that's kind of the goal I usually shoot for. So I will. Oh man, I was swinging ZOOZ overnight. Oh, of course, this one's everything's going well except for this one. Look at this. Wrong one to swing overnight, I guess. But that's okay. I'm still sitting good on the day. still over 2K, but could be a lot higher. But anyways, I'm probably going to wrap up here. I'm probably going to sneak another, honestly, I'm probably going to sneak another position right here too. Because the reason why I'm playing this is because I think they're about to dilute. So I'm going to just improve my average on this one, add a little to it. But yeah, the point is I'm about to sign off, feeling good on the day. Most of the plays went our way, so can't complain there. And I'm setting an entry. I just entered at 275, and I'll enter it at 295 if it gets up there again. But besides that, I'm gonna wrap up. Hopefully I made some money today. Pre-market wasn't super exciting, but at least, oh, there we go. At least market open was better. Nice flush down. But on that note, see y'all next time. Thanks for hopping on. Like and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you next time.